that was released at Christmas time, and I think of it more of a Christmas stamp, but we're making a pre-teen / teen Valentine-ish card. So let's get started. The ink colors that I've chosen today are Gray Granite, Blackberry Bliss, Bermuda Bay, and Pacific Point. All colors I love, but don't use a ton. And the stamps that we're using are these kind of solid pieces here. I have got a sticky note. You could also use masking paper if you've got it. And I've got a piece of, this is Rich Razzleberry, basic white, and our card base. So I'm actually just going to fold our card base. And then we're going to get started with our stamping. Now, you can use the Simple Chamois to clean your stamps, the Stampin' Scrub, or you can just stamp off onto your paper until there are no more colors left. We're going to do our punch first. So we're going to feed it through to get, we want some of the sticky because that's what's going to keep our heart in place while we're adding our background. So I've got the sticky on the side. Just figure out a position that you want for it. And actually, I'm using Charming Sentiments for our sentiment piece today. I'm going to move these guys off to the side. And I'm going to start with the larger blob. And we're going to start with Gray Granite. So stick our stamp, and we're just going to randomly create. It doesn't matter if you get halos because we're creating a background. So I am going to go off our paper a little bit. You can even, instead of clearing it off to the side like that, you can clear it off on your ink pad or paper. Oh my gosh. I have my cup of coffee right there beside me. Clearly I need a little bit more this morning. So we're going to do that. And just kind of move this around a bit. Whoops. Now we do want to have it mostly full by the time we're done. I think I'm going to get a little bit more gray in there. So, oops, a bit of gray there. A bit of gray there. Okay, so we're done with that one. I'm just going to set it off to the side. Then we're going to bring in our Blackberry Bliss and our Pacific Point. You want to hear that click when you close your ink pads, just to make sure that they're not going to dry out between uses. And you want to try to get as much color on as really you want on this design, whatever makes you happy, because it is your project. I'm going to put a little bit over here, maybe a little bit there. All right. I don't know. It never dawns on me really to make cards for teens or preteens, but that's the age that I'm at right now. So I am trying to make more of a concerted effort to create things that the kids in my life would appreciate. I tend to gravitate towards adult cards, and I'm not sure why. I know that kids appreciate them. Maybe not to the same extent as some adults. Do a little bit there. So I'm really liking kind of the fun, grungy pattern of this one. Okay, and then when we lift it up, our heart is going to be there. So you can either when you have your heart done, you can add a little bit of ink over top of it, so it's not quite so stark, or you can do a bit of an outline. Actually, I might do an outline and see. Actually, no, I'm not. I like the white. And just like that, she changes her mind. Okay, so Faith Over Fear is the one, whoops, that we're using. And oddly enough, that's the one that came right out of the stamp case. And I am going to choose one of the colors that we used on our stamp. I'm going to go with Blackberry Bliss, actually, because it's a little bit more faded into the background than the other colors. So using this might pull it forward just a little bit. Okay, so Faith Over Fear, we're going to put it, aim for center-ish. There's a lot of ish in my craft room. So straight down, straight up. And then you can bling this up however you want. How are we going to bling this up today? Let's do, you know what, I really like the brush metallic dots, and they really are gender neutral, so you can do this card for pretty much anybody. But of course, you can always change it up with the background that you're using, the colors, even using the, I've got a sticky dot here, even the, what's the word I'm looking for? Even the embellishments that you use can totally change the look of your card. All right, so now we're just going to assemble. Flip it over, grab our adhesive. Oops. So each layer is 1/4 of an inch smaller. That's usually what I do. But for this layer, I'm actually going to pop it up on dimensionals, just to give it a little bit of added interest. Whoops. So I hope you've been finding the 14 days of Valentine's inspirational and giving you a little bit of an idea of how you can use what is in your stash. Don't forget, I've got coming up, actually just in a couple of weeks, a Stampin' Retreat where our focus is going to be using your stash. Information for that is linked below. So there's our Faith Over Fear teen preteen inspired card. I hope that you try this technique. It's really quick and really easy, and if you make a mistake, it's just part of the design. As always, thank you so much for watching. I truly appreciate you hanging out with me for a little bit and spending part of your day with me. Don't forget to hit subscribe below so you're notified every single time a brand new video pops up. Thank you so much. I hope you have a great day. See you soon.